Well, choice is the beginning of all creation. Every time you choose, something shows up in life because of your choice. There's no right or wrong choice, there's just choice. Whatever you choose is what creates what shows up in your life. How do you want it to be? What do you want to create? What's important to you? What is it you think has value? Those choices create all kinds of things.
In the choice of possibilities, what you start to recognize is your life doesn't have to be about limitation anymore. It doesn't have to be about recreating the same old thing. It doesn't have to be fitting into any box that you've tried to fit into before. Now you start to recognize what choice is, which most people really don't know what choice is. They don't really get that they have choice. And then you start to recognize that you can actually have it. And then you start to get an awareness of what it might be like and what you might actually like to choose, and then also how to create it.
It's a choice of possibilities. It's not this place where you have to, it's not get consciousness right class. It's not become the perfect conscious person I thought I was supposed to be class. It's, you have a choice of a billion possibilities, and one of them is not more right than the other.
I'm a facilitator. It's like this journey of choice has been one that I've been on dynamically ever since I started Access. And long before Access, it's just the thing that Access provided was actually the tools to actually make choice, to make choices that would stick, to make choices that would work. And part of my journey personally was getting over the idea that I didn't have choice. By the time I came to Access, I was at a point where I was depressed, I was unhappy. I wanted to end my life. And so if you would look at it from the perspective that I had at the time, it was, wow, how bad and wrong am I for having chosen all of this? And yet, thanks to these Access consciousness tools, what I started to recognize was there was actually something that I knew in choosing all of that. And had I not gotten there, I wouldn't be the person that I am that can facilitate other people to have a different choice of possibilities in their own lives.
The choice of possibilities, it really is that opening the door, opening to possibilities that you didn't see before you went to that class, or before you showed up, or even during the class. Things start to percolate and move, and then at the end it's like, oh my God, like there's actually a whole world of possibilities here.
The thing that's really different about it is because the purpose of it is to actually get people to recognize the choice they have and not function from the idea that they have no choice. And I've gotten feedback from so many people saying, oh my God, for the first time in my life, I know I am the source of my own creations. It's like, and this is what I want people to get, is you make a choice and that creates. And it's like if you function from and are aware of what you created, then you can look at it and go, okay, so what choice did I make that created this? If this is what I wanted to create, what can I do or be different?